altar, and I'd like to thank Ted George for having given the blessing to this day. And we'd like to express our appreciation with a gift. Being in this place for this first big gathering of folks of the Kitsap 99 is such a gift to us. To be in a place where folks have known for many years the importance of taking care of each other, taking care of their community, is a place where we can get the spiritual grounding that we need in order to begin this work in Kitsap County. So we'd like to offer you a gift. It is a photograph with the words inscribed: "The Kitsap 99% thanks the Port Gamble Squamish tribes for their gracious welcome and extraordinary hospitality." March 24th, 2012. And now I'd like to introduce Reverend Marta Schellberg from the First United Methodist Church in Bremerton, who has some words of gratitude to share with us.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you. I have been given the honor of saying how grateful we are to be in this very place, this land that is holy. And I want to say thank you on behalf of every one of us here to the Squamish tribe for inviting us to this special place for a very important gathering. Several years ago, I was attending a conference in Victoria, British Columbia, and at the beginning of every proceeding, which was formal, whether it was a greeting by the mayor or whatever the breakout session was, those presiding would initiate their statements with a message of thanks to the native peoples for inviting us to their land. And I am encouraged that this is a tradition, a recognition that I am beginning to see more and more. When I was talking with Joe about this event, I inquired as to whether or not I should wear a clerical robe, and she replied that it was the intent that no one would stand out or be a star. And I agree, and yet this is the intrinsic irony as to why we are gathered here, for all the carbon that is the very basis of our form of life was forged in the explosion of stars in the creation of the universe. We are all literally formed of stardust. Do you know that we are all stars? And I believe with all my heart that it will be by you that this country will come to know the directions to guide them. You are beautiful stars. You oppose that something in the human condition that often would tend to justify a position of privilege, even when that privilege is unwarranted or abused. Shining stars, I think we here today are here because we agree with Martin Luther King Jr. in believing that the arc of the moral universe is long, but that it bends towards justice. We here today are not only to occupy, but to add our slight mass toward bending our nation towards its promise. And I believe we will. I believe that you are here because of the principality of justice and compassion and universal opportunity for all the stars ever born. Equality for all will be brought about by people who know that each one of us are stars of this universe, and when we level the playing field, we shine so bright with justice and compassion. And right now I've asked some dear friends I've just met to pass out some stars so we can remember that we are stardust. Please wear your stars, receive them, and remind us of what we are made of. Your starlight, in which shines here today, I believe will be made possible, that we will shine so bright nothing can hide that light. So thank you for all you are and for all you're doing, and thank you, Tribe, for being so gracious and shining your stars so bright. Thank you.
When everyone has had a chance to put a star on your neighbor, check with your neighbor, make sure they've got a star. We don't want anyone to leave here this morning without knowing that they've been lit up by someone, a neighbor, someone next to them. So I'd like to introduce Elizabeth Bondi. She